Hello folks, right, what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about Vostoks. Like, this isn't a definitive guide, this is not the, like there are exceptions to the rule all the way along the line. But if you are looking into buying your first Russian Vostoks, it's always best to know which ones are which, because naughty people out there will take your money for something that is not quite what it seems. Anyway, Vostok Amphibia versus Vostok Komandirskie. This is what this is all about. This here is an amphibia. Okay, you can tell it's an amphibia because it has the arrow hands on. It has got various cases and stuff, and most often than not it will say on the back, it will say amphibia. This has got a extra compression ring on the glass. That means that it can take a hell of a lot more water punishment. The deeper you go, the harder the water pushes in on the glass, the more it seals up. The back seal is exactly the same, except there is only one lug on the Komandirskies, whereas this one has always two lugs. That's what makes it work so well. Right? The deeper you go, the more it scrunches in, and it really, it seals harder and harder and harder until it gets to a point where the glass can't take any more. So that there is an amphibia. It's got the same movement as most Komandirskies, like of that era and stuff, but this one is 200 metres. And this old 1982-83 amphibia is waterproof, completely waterproof. It has a screw down crown, nice big wobbly crown, so you can adjust it. It's got bi-directional bezel. I mean, they all have that. You can mod them and that, but they were designed that for a reason, because you can, instead of being locked into one particular function with a unidirectional, you can actually make it a countdown timer. You can set the red things is your dive air and stuff like that. This was a military spec diver's watch. And they are brilliant. And the good thing is they take about 10 years in between services as well, or more. Now this is Komandirskie. The difference is that this Komandirskie, even though it's got the same dial as this amphibia, same format dial, and it's got the same movement in as well. And same bezel, that bezel will fit onto that bezel will fit onto that, and the same winder. On the back, it's got the same lock ring screw down clamp system. Except it only has one lug instead of two. Now this one, if you notice, the hands are sword hands, as they are on that one, as they are on that one. Okay. And in the glass, even though it looks like it's the same glass, in fact you can change them around with a bit of modification. It lacks the steel ring that this one does. This one has an extra steel ring, an extra steel compression ring that really gives it a lot more strength. This one lacks it. So this one's about 20 metres waterproof. You go too deep under that and you're in trouble, because it's just not going to take it. It's still got a screw down crown. It's still got a screw down locking ring back, which and this is where it gets a bit of thing, because the movements are the same. What people are doing is buying cheaper Komandirskies, sticking some arrow hands on it, sticking an amphibia back on it after dremeling out the little groove to get the second lug in, or they just chop off the second lug, right? And they sell it for more with a scuba doob dial or something like that on it, And it's not the same watch. It will not do 200 metres. That will do 200 metres. That will not. Now, those two are both Soviet ones. This one here is also a Soviet Komandirskie. Right, now, if you look at that, it looks like it's an actual Amphibia case. It's not. It's got protected guards, which actually that Amphibia doesn't have. You know, it would take me no time at all, like, you know, to stick, what's it, a set of, and in fact I do actually have some arrow hands there. They're in there, like, I don't know if you can see them in there. Yeah, there they are, see, like there. Like, you know, it would take me about 5 minutes to have the movement out, have them on, bosh, I could turn around and say to people, oh, look, hey, look, it's a nice cheap Amphibia here for sale, 35 quid. Yeah, right, okay. And what it is a Franken watch. It's a Komandirskie with an Amphibia, you know. Oh dear, well, that one seems to be running a bit fast. I'm going to have to put that one right. And then we come up to this one. Now, this one is a 90s one, I believe. Komandirskie. This is a general ski. It's supposed to be, anyway, because it's got ornate lugs and everything else is ornate. It's got the date, you know, and there are people out there, they will put arrow hands on that, and they're not designed. The arrow hands are only for the Amphibia. The sword hands are only for the Komandirskie. The Amphibia is a military dive watch. You know, the only ones that you're supposed to see scuba dudes on is Amphibias. You're not supposed to see scuba dudes on Komandirskies. You know, that is the way it is, like, you know. And I mean, there are quite a lot of people out there who go, oh, I like the scuba dude crap, like, and they put it on their Komandirskie, and people saying, well, that looks a bit stupid. It's not supposed to be like that. But hey, it's their watch. So, you know. Yeah, the other thing as well is people go, oh yeah, this is military spec. Yeah, it's military spec, but it doesn't mean it's military. Like, you know, the Russian army and navy and like everybody else is, they're not going to walk around with a big sign on their wrist saying, hey, look, I'm a Russian sailor. Oh, I'm Russian Special Forces and stuff like that. Of course they don't. They wear nondescript, non-committal stuff, what they call sterile items, like, cannot be traced back, like, to you know, the fact that identifies them as they're Russian, British, American, Chinese, or whoever. You know, they do not go around. You know, James Bond did not walk around, like, you know, in like the casinos of like Monaco, like, you know, with his like NATO strapped Omega, like, you know, because I'm saying, like, you know, emblazoned in the fabric of his NATO, like, MI6 spies are us, like, you know. I mean, he just didn't do it, you know. So there you go. Here's a take, like, you know. Amphibia, one with the arrow hands, has got the better waterproofing. Do check if you get an Amphibia, do check that it's got the double lugs, like, and check the movement against the things, like, you know. Check on the writing as well. Some of them will say Russia, some will say CCCP. The Soviet ones are CCCP. If it says made in USSR, that is something else. That's a Vostok destined for Europe or America, when they try to break into those markets. Like, you know, they are all the same. There's also a Cardi Vostok out there as well, which is quite desired, called a Capitan. I must get those synchronised, like, you know. It's a paint eating who's all wound up and everything, like, you know. And that one definitely seems to be running a tad fast, doesn't it? That one seems to be running just on. So sword hands and tend to be, you know, I mean, a field watch is something for a soldier. You know, a bit of water, a bit of mud won't do it no harm, but, like, you know, like swimming to the bottom of like a 200 metre trench, no, that's the Amphibia every time. And, you know, I've got a lot of time for my Amphibia. I absolutely adore it, and I really, really recommend you get any of these. You know, and I've got a lot of works in process and stuff like that. I'm going to be demagnetising this one because this one runs too fast. Where are you? There you are. This one runs too fast, and the reason that is, this is a Šatsoi'š Komandirskie. This is a very old one. The reason is because it's magnetised. You know, it's got the lovely back on it, the screw down back. See, and like, you know, you don't know with this one because you don't know what Šatsoi'š did. I mean, Šatsoi'š is like kind of the old name. I mean, the old Komandyrskies were made with the Šatsoi'š emblazoned on it, but it was just really strange that I found the Šatsoi'š on that, and yet it's got a date complication as well. So I think this is the first emergence from the Commander into the actual real Komandirskie. So I want to get this one dated. I'll see if I can get somebody at Vostok to actually give me a hand with that one, because it is very, very old. You know, but there you go. So just remember, arrow hands do not maketh the watch. These hands will fit either side. You know, these dials will fit either side. Like, you know, it's the steel ring in that. That's what makes the difference between 20 metre, 200 metre, you know. And also, like, you know, just if you are going to waterproof your watch, make sure you do that now. Put a new seal on the back, and just, you know, check it. And, you know, and people put a bit of silicone on the inside of the compression ring before they seal it down again. So, and these things do degrade, you know. So, there you go. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't sell that if my life depended on that one, that or that one. You know, those two are like, you know, in fact, I would say that I'd sell all my other ones before I sold all my Russian ones. Right, anyway, I'll leave that with you. I've rambled on, waffled on, and, you know, well, I'm a South Londoner, like, you know, got nobody to talk to, like, you know, so I might as well talk to me watches and the people out there. So, you know, bidding you all a good Saturday afternoon, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.